What
What's up,
is
everybody?
your problem
Welcome to the Colton Show. Woo!
with an injured goat, Colton Cashwich?
I've got severe whiplash due to the vicious assault I had at the hands of our Commissioner Brad. Well, should I say former Commissioner Brad? So
Yeah. Speaking of that,
yeah.
Let me go ahead and just play the video that ended the show last month. Go ahead and get to that, and we'll talk more about that.
Man, when you talk like this, I understand the frustration. I understand you're like me. You don't want nobody putting their hands on you. But as the third owner, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My emotions take over.
And I 100% understand, man. The fact that him putting his hands on me first, I completely understand.
Oh, excuse me, Brad, Ray, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but there's a police officer outside that said they need to speak to Brad, and it was pretty urgent.
Let's go see what this is about.
I tell you what, and looking at that, you're right. We had no choice but to suspend Brad. He is legal misconduct is not tolerated at Wrestling with Pride. And
Illegal misconduct. He was doing it in self-defense.
He struck a performer, and that's he first off he struck myself, and then he punched the dad by God, Mr. Stephen Parks.
That was after you had shoved Brad. Therefore, natural reaction, self-defense. Stephen Parks decided to jump in front of you, I guess, to take the punch for you.
Whoa. I did not push him first. He had 2 mosquitoes on his chest, and them things, they'll suck the blood right out of you. I did the man a favor.
Okay.
And then he shoved me for trying to protect him. And then, you know what? The dad bod God, he let him know what his behavior was unacceptable. And then Brad chose to strike a performer. And you know what? We deserve better from the commissioner position. You can't be losing your cool like that. If you're going to be commissioner, you got to be cool, calm, collective. And you get all kinds of perks, like absolute immunity.
Well, speaking of absolute immunity, due to the actions of, I can't believe I'm saying this, the former commissioner, Brad.
Yeah.
I have stepped up as the interim commissioner.
It's just for one show. It'll be all right.
I don't know what you're talking about. One show until we sit down, have a meeting to appoint a new commissioner.
Hey, Erica, how are you doing? You doing all right?
But we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, let's do.
I want to talk about the show we got coming up this Saturday.
Oh my goodness. This one. I've seen the card. It has been ran past my desk, and it is from opener to main event. It is stacked, y'all.
Absolutely. You can see it on your screen right there. Independent Slam this Saturday, July the 6th, 2 days after the 4th of July. It'll be taking place right there at 131 North 4th Street, right there in Oil Trough, Arkansas. And you can see front and center returning to the WWP stage is none other than current TNA superstar, the one, the only Jai Jay Vidal. Will be making his return to team up with Ray Ivy in what was a, how can I put this? A sudden turn of events on you.
You know,
back in March.
You know, Jay was pretty uncool to me. I paid the man money to take out a problem. And guess what? That problem's still here. And Jay just didn't do the job. And he decided for no reason, without being provoked on my part, I did nothing wrong. He decided to super kick me. And it was very uncool of him. And I don't appreciate it one bit. And so now what you have is you have the dad bod gods, the big investment, Big Al. That's right, the big investment. And the Skullet King, Stephen Parks, the dad bod gods, taking on the authentic bitches.
Well, we actually got a video from Jay Vidal talking about that. So let's take a listen.
Hello, Jay Vidal speaking. Hi, Ray Ivy. Of course I'm ready for July 6th. Is the flight booked? First class, of course, right? Amazing. Oh, baby, yeah. We're gonna kick some ass. Not only are we gonna kick some ass, we're gonna show wrestling with pride why Jay Vidal and Ray Ivy are the authentic bitches. Absolutely, I'll see you there. Ray, one last thing. Is the money in our bank accounts? Beautiful. I'll be there. All right, I'll see you now. Kisses. Mwah.
First off, the thing that's most upsetting out of that entire video is the fact that we're flying in Jay Vidal first class. Who approved that? Who's the clown shoes in the approved that? Oh, this is gonna be a disaster.
See, if I remember correctly, when you personally flew Jay Vidal out back in March, you flew in commercial.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, Spirit Airlines is a great airline. You got. Well, if you're a midget, you got leg room, but other than that, you're a little cramped.
But I mean, if you're going to bring in main event talent, you treat them such as main event talent, and of course, you're going to give the best to the best.
You think that's what Quincy did turned on me is because I flew him in Allegiant?
Probably.
Yeah, I can see it.
That, or also, you costed them the inaugural Wrestling with Pride Heavyweight Championship back in December.
I don't recall that.
Of course you don't.
Never.
Go back and watch the videos. You'll see it.
Yeah.
But anyways, right, he said it right. They said it right there. The authentic bitches will be making their WWE debut as a team this Saturday night, in Jay Vidal and Ray Ivy taking on, like you said, Cash Industries owns Dad Bod Gods.
Yeah, no, and that's your main event of this show, Independent Slam, and it is a main event anywhere in the world, in my opinion.
Absolutely, but see, not only is that match a main event, every single match that we have on the card is a main event match.
Agree with you.
Because 100%. Everything we are doing right now leads all the way up to August 10th, our 1 year anniversary.
Oh man, Thompson, it is crazy how things have happened, and I want to take back and reflect over the years. I want to reflect on this show because it's been. I came on as a guest one day, just a guest, and just to do like an interview, like we have the guys come in from time to time. And me and you started conversing, and then I emailed you and said, hey, what if I was a regular co-host on the show? So, man, this has been a pleasure to do, and it's hard to believe it's been 1 year, and this is some of the most fun we have all week. And who would have thought we'd have got there in less than a year?
Oh, absolutely. And see, now I want to ask you personally. I'm going to pull back the fourth wall.
pull it all the way back.
August 12th, 2023 was the very first show right there at the gym in Oil Trough.
Yeah.
1 year later,
Mm-hmm.
did you honestly think we would make it this far?
I thought I remember talking to Christian Cross saying, hey, man, do you think Ray could keep this going for, once it make this a regular thing? He's like, oh, yeah, for sure. And I think we've got some incredible guys and gals in the back that make it happen. And you and like Cornbread, Erica, Jesse coming to film the events, they make it happen. But you know who does not make it happen? Former Commissioner Brad, because he's now unemployed. So.
Speak of the devil.
Yep, I'm happy they crack up. Hey, Brad, tell your sister I said what's up.
But another match I want to talk about is a number one contenders match.
Fantastic.
For the Wrestling with Pride Heavyweight Championship. The contenders in that match are the returning Insane Shane.
You know what? Let me stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. Who was that inaugural Wrestling with Pride Heavyweight Champion?
Insane Shane.
Who was in Insane Shane's corner?
Unfortunately, it was you.
Yeah. And now I'm not in your corner anymore, Shane, and you don't have a belt. You see, you lost that belt. And I'm going to be honest with you, you were cheated. You were cheated. We saw it plain as day. They pulled I'll read that later. But I love and miss Juice Box. Anyway, so I miss you, Juice Box. Hey, Raymond, I was just talking about how Shane Ivey ghosted me after he lost the world title. So yeah, Shane.
Who?
Watch your back, man. You need to watch your back. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Did you just call him Shane Ivey?
I probably did. I thought you two were married.
No.
Yeah.
He ghosted me too, but
Yeah, it happens.
He's got.
I meant Shane Bridges. Shane, watch your back. And hi, Raymond. How are you doing this fine evening?
what's up, TC? I'm doing all right.
So see, guys, another person I want to talk about is Eli Parks. That'll be in that Fatal 5-Way as well. What are your thoughts on that?
No, Eli's a heck of a talent. He was adopted, of course. Right?
Yeah, Brad's right. You'll probably try to get me fired next because you're too big of a wuss to stand up. And,
I'm not too big of a wuss to stand up. I've got a neck injury, so I can't stand up. I can walk in small doses. But
How did you injure your neck?
Whiplash. And then
how did you injure your neck?
You saw this. My head got caught in between Quincy's butt cheeks, and it got whipped around like that, like someone was shaking a paint can in there.
Hey, never mind.
Yeah. So no, I'm super excited about Eli Parks in this match.
Unmasked Dino is in the match as well. But do you think with him going into this match is with the change in attitude since Lee Michaels unmasked him last month?
Oh my God. That's one of the things I messaged both of you guys about in our meeting notes is that how impressed I was in Dino's performance against Lee Michaels. I mean, he went out there,
100%,
he took it to Lee Michaels.
He took it to a veteran. Go ahead.
No, I said, Dino really took it to Lee. Lee had to use some squirrely veteran savvy technique to overcome Dino. I mean, because, Ray, let's be honest, neither me or you are above putting our feet on the ropes from time to time. if the ref don't see it, the ref don't see it. No one's going to turn down the 1, 2, 3.
How dare you? Yeah, I've done it.
You've done it, haven't you?
I mean, yes, I have.
Okay, there you
But
go.
I mean, let's get to. I mean, let's like piggyback off what you just said. He took it to somebody that, I want to say he's a 19, 20-year vet in Lee Michaels. Dino, I mean, if you go back and watch it, 90% of the match was Lee, backpedaling, trying to get his bearings about him, like what the hell what did I awaken,
No, 100%. As a veteran, we all have that move in our back pocket. We're like, we get in trouble. Here's Old Faithful. And right. It seemed like Lee threw everything at him that he could, and it just got, he did what he had to do at the end to get the win.
But see, here's my question on you. Here's my question.
I was just saying 100%.
Right, and I agree with both. I agree with both of y'all.
Well, I mean, go ahead. I mean, I was just being a douche.
Yeah, you're good. But do you think with Lee Michaels getting injured a couple weeks ago, that he was the one that came to me when he found out that I was the interim commissioner? He came to me and literally wanted Dino in that match. Do you think with Lee Michaels praising Dino about that speaks volumes?
Oh,
you want to go first? You want me to?
I think so. I think it speaks volumes for Dino, and I think Dino's performance. It was one of them. It was a loss, but it doesn't feel like a loss, if that makes sense.
I agree. To a point. I mean, you can look. Actually, if you want to be technical, I agree. It could speak volumes, but at the same time, we know how Lee is. It could be entrapment. Give Dino that false sense of not security, but
false sense of
self-confidence, and false sense of hope, and then turn around and do what he did.
I mean, that's a good question.
Not saying, I'll agree with Colton Cash. Not saying that we haven't took shortcuts before, but at the same time, if the only way you can beat one certain guy is to take the shortcuts, where is Lee Michaels' mental status at on that point? If that makes sense.
That makes 100%, because I do know as of last month, June 22nd. Yeah.
You have one hell of a word salad right there.
I did.
You said salad.
Go ahead.
Thanks for the water. See you later, sweet cheeks.
But back in June 22nd, Lee Michaels took a maneuver he's taken many, many times. But in this sport, we all take moves that can injure us, no matter how many times we've done it. Ray, take you, for example, your sliding knee.
I remember that. Hilarious.
But Lee Michaels is not medically cleared to compete throughout this whole entire month.
You
think he will show up?
Oh, you're crazy if you think he won't.
I was actually about to say that we know Lee, you've lost your mind if you don't think he's going to make an appearance to make some kind of statement, because I've been in his shoes. As bad as I hate to bring up the memory, the sliding knee when I broke my leg back in September. How many shows did I actually miss?
None.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and I'm gonna say this about I'm gonna say this about Lee.
With this fake ass injury he's got going on now.
Yeah.
Do what?
Lee knows that win was an ugly win. he knows it. Like he knows.
Do you have a 2-liter you're drinking out of, Thompson?
Actually, a liter and a half, one of the big ones.
Okay.
That's a lot of soda. You're probably gonna get kidney stones. Anyway,
I've actually had this all day long today, and that's all I've got left.
All right. Well, that's
Okay.
not. That's still bad for you. But neither here nor there. I care about your health, Thompson. I really do. But no, Lee knows that wasn't a pretty win, and people are talking more about El Dino's performance than they are his. So Lee's not one to let that spotlight go.
Right.
You misspelled steel.
Is that happened? Is that how you got this fake injury?
I think so.
I don't have no fake injury.
All right, let's move on to the next match.
Well, actually, we still have two more competitors. A newcomer, Ray, that you actually kind of got into it back on June 22nd. The Tennessean himself, Cameron McGraw, is in this fatal 5-way match.
Mr. Brokeback Mountain himself.
Great cinematography in that movie. Fantastic. Very well shot. I'm just telling you, the naturescapes, second to none. A statement that I made a couple weeks ago in the ring,
Yeah. When we first started WWP, I was tasked with building the roster while Thompson, this is before Colton Cash came on board. I looked at, I reached. I'm back. I reached out to Cameron, but at the time he was booked up. But and now that he is with WWP and TNR, but right now we're talking about WWP Independent Slam. I think it's a great asset. What's up, David?
No,
I think it's a great asset. And what the thing about it is, if you go back and you've watched it, Thompson, you've watched it, Colton, he can do just about any style.
Yeah.
And
100%. And I tell you, Quincy taught the seminar, and when we were getting ready to go out there to their match, we were talking a little bit about the seminar, and he was very impressed with him. Very impressed with Mr. McGrew.
Yeah.
He couldn't say enough good things about him. And you know what? We're happy to have him here at Wrestling with Pride. And he's one of them kids that's the future. Me and Ray, we're not getting any younger. And that new generation's coming up, and he's a part of it. And I can't wait to see him grow. And heck of an opportunity in front of him.
I just hope he grows a little bit because, if you put black tape on this right here, you got Cameron McGraw.
Well, Ray, the final competitor is somebody you know very well. He is a former TNR Tag Team Champion, Killswitch, Kate Allen.
That dude is a damn basket case. Unpredictable. I've known Cade since he was 16, 17 years old. And I will give it to him. He's became a long ways in the business from what he started. He ain't grown none. He's still as big as a toothpick as well, but he's advanced from when I first met him. And he's unpredictable. And that kid either play to his favor or that could play to his demise. And no, Brad, he cannot have no cheeseburgers. I am hungry. But he can play to his favor with the unpredictable, or it can play to his demise. What's your outlook there, Mr. Stiffneck?
Obviously, the tag team thing. He just lost his TNR tag team title, I do believe. He's looking forward to a chance to break out onto his own. and make his own way, his own path. And this is a heck of, I mean, it's a fatal 5-way match, but it's an opportunity.
Right.
And Cade sees the opportunity and really won't. I mean, he can either sink or swim here.
Well, let's go ahead and take
Have
a
you
quick vote
seen
on
him?
this. Out of
He is a stick. He's going to.
He is no, he's not very thick. He could use. Listen, you know what I used to do when I needed to put on some weight. Which, let's be honest with you, I've never really needed to put on weight. But had I had to put weight on, I would go to the Waffle House and get the all you can eat. They don't offer that anymore. How many patty melt plates do you think you could eat, Thompson?
One sitting. I've had about 4 of them.
But I think my record's 5. Just saying.
I don't eat the patty melts. I get the hash brown bowl.
It just it's you know
that's actually good too.
Either way you look at it, it's going to lead to diarrhea. So go on.
Right. But
read Brad's comment.
Colton looks good with that Roy donut on his.
That's not very nice. That's not very nice. This is an actual neck brace. I need it.
Right.
Hold on.
What?
Is that the first time you've ever been accused of taking steroids there, Colton?
No. I've been
okay. Continue, Thompson.
All right, Ray. This question's for you. Out of Shane,
you are not Brutus Barber Beefcake. You are more like Colton the beef jerky.
Leanne, you shut up. I've had a loss. I've lost a chubby nephew. Go on.
Out of Shane, Eli, Dino, Cade, or Cameron, who you going for in this fatal 5-way?
Hold on. It's Shane, Cameron, Dino, Eli, and who else?
Cade Allen.
I'm going to pull for Daddy Shane, and I'll tell you why. He has never been pinned for the title. Yes, last show he lost.
He was pinned, but the bell didn't ring before the match. But go on. He wasn't. He didn't lose them. Whatever. Go on.
Okay, I take it back. He was pinned for the title. I do remember now. He was pinned for the title.
You've taken too many headshots.
But on the headboard, what?
What? Nasty.
He was pinned for the title, but at the same time, I'll use the excuse that Colton usually uses on things, make up an excuse for him. It was right after he had just fought a match. He just fought a match, but I'm pulling for Daddy Shane because it's the inevitable, man. He's going to become part of the QWO. And what else would we like for somebody to bring back the championship to the QWO?
Shane just needs to. He has crossed the wrong one, and I'm just letting him know that he probably needs to be watching his back. And by the way, my money would be on Cade Allen because why not? Go on.
Well, if I had my pick, I would probably go with Dino. And the reason why I say is he's young, he's hungry. We've seen him grow.
We know he's hungry. He's skinny.
He's skinny. He needs to eat.
He's not as skinny as Cameron McGraw.
No, that's true. That is true. That's true.
Got a point
there. But I'm talking about hungry
I like your pick, Thompson. I respect it. And in all honesty, I can respect that because, like we were saying just a few minutes ago, you can call it aggression. You can call it, what's the word I'm looking for? He's going to pull off what Thompson said, his hunger. And he was out for revenge last time with Lee Michaels, but at the same time,
Why do I need to watch my back, Leanne? By the way, I have a nephew for that. Well, I had a nephew for that. Anyway, go on.
I think she's probably talking about Brad's sister.
Oh, Brad's sister? Yeah, she loves me.
Let's continue.
Before we move on to the next match, which is going to be a 2 title matches, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back,
I don't like commercials. I paid for the expensive package.
The expensive package includes the commercials. That's how else we say on there.
Oh, okay.
But 1 title match is a rematch, and a call out has been accepted. All that and more right after these commercial breaks.
Hey folks, have you locked yourself out of your vehicle, or maybe you're stranded on the side of the road? Well, have no fear, because Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC is your first choice source for towing services and roadside assistance. Again, they also specialize in lockout services as well. Their clients appreciate their fast dispatch times and competitive rates. So if you are stuck on the side of the road, well, let's change that. Give the guys at Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC a call, 870-569-7743. Again, your first choice source for towing services and roadside assistance should be Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC, 870-569-7743.
And we are back. Before going to commercial break, I had said something about a rematch. Ray, you were there when this match first went down June 22nd up there in Leachville. And it was for the TNR Buffalo Island Junior Championship match between...
Oh, was you talking about that? No, just continue. I heard you.
I got you.
The challenger, your boo, just the tip, and Prestigious P. Hancock taking on the champion in Triple J. This match was everything it was set up to be. High flying, hard hitting, fast pace.
I was not at ringside in Leachville on the 22nd. I was back here getting ready for my street fight. This match has potential to be match of the year candidate. As you know, I'll say it. P's got a tough fight ahead of him. I battled Triple J last show. What was it, June 8th?
Mm-hmm.
He cleanly got the 1, 2, 3. But at the same time, we know P's hungry. But this Saturday, I will be at ringside with Prestigious P. And, I mean, I got to go cheer my boo on.
All right. Well, we should receive the video from Triple J earlier this week. Let's go ahead and listen to what he had to say regarding July 6th.
It's Triple J. Triple J, Triple J, Triple J. Said her name 3 times. Never see the light of day, yeah.
Prestigious P. The most prestigious man in the state of Arkansas professional wrestling. Congratulations, my friend. You done pissed off the chosen one. The official helped you. He called the match because he knew what the chosen one was gonna do. Although you was on top when the bell rang, I wasn't finished with you. Oil Trough, Arkansas on July 6th. The chosen one and Wrestling with Pride return. And on that night, I face, once again, Prestigious P. This time, I'm not holding back. This time, I'm not going to let the match go to no draw. All I'm going to say is step up and get stepped on.
Looking at them crazy like Hussein.
I tell you what, I like that Triple J's music. And I feel unfortunate for him that that he I mean the man's going into a 2-on-1 handicap match because Ray's going to be there. He's going to be getting involved in the match. It's obvious because you know what? I go out there with my clients and I never get involved in a match. I've never held Zach Daniels while a female slapped him. Never would happen. Never would.
I was going to respond and say,
hey, Erica, you missed the
literally
line. It's Lying. Just trying to help you out there. Go ahead.
Can you reach right behind your neck right there and loosen that up because it's cutting the oxygen off to your brain?
No, it's fine. I got an extender on there, Ray, because it doesn't really fit my neck.
So why is your neck moving without it on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have done that. Ow. Oh, the agony. Oh, I gotta turn my camera off.
I'm gonna be a ringside, and I personally believe that I will. I personally believe that I'm okay. Will witness match of the year candidate at ringside.
I hope so.
But you noticed in that video package, it seems like the intensity or the drive for Triple J has almost multiplied. This isn't the same Triple J we've seen.
100%. And I mean, I love my boo to death, but he's gonna have to step it up. I mean, not step it up. He's gonna have to put everything he's got into this if he wants to walk away the TNR Buffalo Island Junior Heavyweight Champion. Did I get the name right?
Yes. Well, speaking of your boo, I actually got a video package from him.
WWP, it is I, the most prestigious. And Triple J, I hope you're listening to this message very, very close. July 6th, the rematch. Triple J versus Prestigious P for that belt around your waist, Triple J. The Buffalo Island Central Junior Heavyweight Champion. Now, Triple J, I know you hold that belt just a bit tighter after that night of June 22nd as you escaped the grasp of prestige and you escaped a victory and a loss as a time limit draw. July 6th. July 6th, this is more than just a championship opportunity for me. I am proving that I am the best damn thing that's hit this crooked state of wrestling, not you. Because I've heard it. I've heard the talk. Triple J is the best thing since... No, Triple J is nothing compared to Prestigious. I hate the talk that this kid is going to come up in a sport that I have watched my whole life and make a mockery of with his little kicks. No, you can talk as much as you want on the most prestige, but I've worked my ass off for everything I've got. And who is going to discredit me? Absolutely not a damn soul. So WWP, July 6th, you better come out to witness the beginning of the most prestigious championship run that the eyes of any WWP or TNR roster member or fan has ever seen. Stay prestigious, bitches.
You know what I saw there in both those promos is two young guys that want to be at the top of this sport. And
100%.
And I think one of them was just listening to the wrong person.
And you think one of them should be listening to you?
I tell you what, I think two of them should be listening to me if they want to go anywhere, because you know what? You're with me. You go to the moon. You leave me, you go straight to the toilet. That's what happens.
All right, we already
What
Ray,
about
we already know
Juice
your
Box?
pick for the match.
You know what? Juice Box is, you know, it's an unfortunate series of events, and you know what? It's a curvy road, and it's not always straight. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, I do have one question
Not
to
at
ask
all.
of you, Colton.
Yeah,
Who is this El Stallion guy?
it's El Stallion Jr. His dad, famous wrestler. Ray, you probably know him. El Stallion Jr. That El Stallion used to be ran up in Laurelton. He made an appearance at Moondog Spots one time in Osceola. I have it on good authority. Part of the he was a part of a tag team called the Super Destroyers number 9,572. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, it's his kid. It's his kid. I brought him in from Hogwash, Mexico. He's been trained in the art of lucha libre by he's never met his father. His father left him.
Oh, so you and him have a lot in common then.
No, yeah. Thanks for bringing it up, Thompson. Way to drag it down. But anyway, so yeah. So anyway, El Stallion Jr. I have no idea who he is. I've never seen him without the mask.
Oh. We do know that he is in a match this Saturday night against a powerhouse in Lance Boudreaux.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? El Stallion Jr., the newest member of Cash Industries, my valet, my second. I can't wait to see him in action. You have any idea who he is?
No.
Oh, good.
I've never even seen a picture of him.
No, yeah.
He's
I mean,
got
he
to speak about it.
Definitely, I'm going to tell you right now. Definitely, it's not Juice Box. 100%. No. No way.
I know. The only thing I know is U-Box is supposedly tending to your farm.
Yeah, I've got him out there. We're going to get him. You know, we're going to figure out. We're going to figure out a next step. He's talking about becoming an Ultimate Fighting champion. He might even go to the Olympics in the kicking.
The hell is he fighting? Diabetes?
Amongst other things.
Well, Ray, since I've got you on, we've talked about it a little bit earlier on. The Authentic Bitches. You
Part
and
of the
JAI,
QWO.
Jay Vidal, taking on Cash Industries' own, the Dad Bod Gods.
You know what, guys? I'm going to sit this one out and let y'all two discuss this match without me. And you can bring me back on whenever you're done with Ray, because I think it'd be better just if Ray told the story.
Finally.
All right.
Some peace and quiet. This match.
Praise the Lord. Oh.
Wrong part, Ray. Back in March, you had one of the biggest matches of your career against somebody you basically idolized for the last 6-7 years, that they basically burst on the scene, and first in the independent scene and then getting signed by TNA under the guidance of Gangrel.
Yes, sir.
Going back into March, tell me what was going through, what your thought process was throughout that match.
You know, when I first heard that Jay Vidal was coming in March and that he had been hired by Colton Cash to take me out. I mean, like you said, I'd followed Jay's career over the Indies up until he was, signed with TNA. So a lot of people was going to think that I reached out to him.
No, he actually emailed me wanting to come
Right.
back.
Right. I was talking about what happened at the end of the match. It was, I mean, we all know I joke around, with me being 41 years old, the injuries that I've had, we all joke around that I question if I can still go in the ring. But at the same time, if you go back and watch that match with me and Jay Vidal, that match boosted my career or my confidence. Not only did it boost my confidence, but it gave me the drive to get in better shape. It gave me the want to, continue to test myself in the ring. So when he reached out to you to come back, I approached the former general or commissioner Brad to make the match that you're going to see Saturday night, which is the Dad Bod Gods versus Jay Vidal and Ray Ivy, collectively known as the Authentic Bitches.
Right. Now, I don't mean to interrupt. I actually had on good authority the match that you and Jay Vidal had back in March has been seen well over 1,000 times. Not just on clips from Facebook, but the match on YouTube, as well as all over Instagram and X, now Twitter. He has shared that match, and the response that match alone has gotten is astronomical.
And I know that, the way I'm going to put it may not be the way everybody sees it, but, and I hate to put it like this, but let's state the obvious. We live in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Vidal was the first openly gay wrestler to ever sign with TNA. And, with me being the first openly gay wrestler in the South, in Arkansas, not in the South, but in Arkansas, that not just, oh, yes, this is me, but I help promote love and equality and acceptance for all. Let's pull the curtain back. It was stated multiple times that people thought that we were going to go out there and have, comedy match, have, queer off, whatever you want to call it, gay off, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got two guys that went out there like we did and put on an actual match to show that it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, who you love, whatever, you can, where'd you go? That you can go out there and you can actually perform, and it doesn't matter. Rest or so, one of the promoters that was here in Arkansas, Aaron Poston, when he first, found out that, I had came out, whatever you want to call it, I had came out, me and him were sitting down and talking, and he had people, come up to him and, oh, did you hear about Ray? Did you hear about Ray? And he was like, yeah, I don't care. As long as he can go out there and perform, as long as he can go out there and do his work in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know I went off on a little rabbit trail, but you go back and you watch that match again. You go back and you watch that match between me and Jay Vidal on March 16th, 2024. It showed that here in the South, don't make a damn. You can look past who somebody loves. You can look past somebody's, personal life. You pay to see wrestling, and that's what the hell we gave you. You pay to see a show, and that's what we gave you on March 16th.
Absolutely. And
I've been doing this for a long time. And I have to say, not just because of who I was in the ring with, I've had some banger ass matches with Josh Cross. I've had some I've had some awesome matches with Shane. I've had good matches with Christian Cross. I've had great matches with Christian Cross. I've had great matches with. I've been in the ring with beautiful Bobby Eaton. Phenomenal. Loved every minute of it. I've had great matches with Casino. I've had matches with this person. I've had matches with this person. That match on March 16th was not just one of my favorite, but it was one of my best matches to date, simply because we didn't do a whole lot of high flying, so to speak, but what we told, it was the story, it was the meaning behind the match.
Right. And it was literally a lot of people don't know what it is called or actually see it, but it was probably one of the greatest technical matches in the state of Arkansas on the independent scene.
100%. This 100%. That's one. And I'll get back to that here in just a second. I actually like that. Another thing somebody said is they legitimately thought when me and him entered the ring that it was going to be high flying nonstop. I can do it. He can do it. But that's not what was called for that night.
No.
It was called to show that you had two guys that absolutely love this business, that absolutely give it all when they're out there in that ring. And we did exactly what we set out to do, and that was tell a story, and that was to simply prove why this coming Saturday, when we stand across from the dad bod gods, you will see somebody, or you will see a tag team that is simply the authentic bitches. Because we had an argument, me and him had words in the middle of the ring at the beginning of the show who was the queen bitch around WWP.
Yeah. Trust me.
This Saturday, you were right there. And this coming Saturday, we're going to show you exactly why we both lay claim to that title.
Well, Ray, thank you for joining us tonight. I know you have got a meeting with Jay Vidal here in about 10 minutes to go over a game plan for this Saturday night. And good luck, and I'll see you this weekend.
Two other things before I skedaddle. Doors open at 6 p.m. Saturday, right?
Yep.
5:30, or no, I'm sorry, 6 to 6:30. Meet and greet with all the with wrestlers at the front at tables. Come in, get autograph session. Now, before I leave, back to what Triple J just said, the natural, whatever. All respect to you, Triple J. You're exactly right. And that's because with WWP, me and you've discussed it, Thompson, and I have to say me and Colton Cash has discussed it. Every time WWP opens its doors at the old school, at the old gym in Oil Trough, Arkansas, we one up ourselves, and this Saturday night will be no different.
Absolutely. I mean, that I can't argue with that. I mean, we've had new fans come up to us, myself and you included.
David, you can go camping next week.
Better yet, why don't you just come camping down here in Oil Trough? Come watch the show and go camping right after that. We have a great campground just right up the road from the gym. But we've had new fans come to us and say this is the best show they've ever been to. We've had old fans, returning fans. You guys keep outdoing yourself. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And that's what we're trying to do.
100%. Let me look at it ain't even supposed to. But yes, this Saturday.
I'm showing a little bit low 90s for this Saturday.
I'm looking at it right now. It's supposed to be cloudy, 91 is the high for Saturday. Doors don't open till 6, so it's going to cool down.
Absolutely. So, again, Ray.
And it's all 100% props to TC. I am out. Love y'all. Colton Cash, kiss my ass.
What? Well, hey, I mean, thank goodness I'm back. The show was drowning without me. I saw you
planning a wedding, party, school dance, or event. ST Entertainment can help you with all of your audio needs. Whether it is formal, semi-formal, or casual, whether it is a large venue or small, ST Entertainment has you covered with the best music, party lights, and high-quality sound for your events needs. ST Entertainment has a huge music selection from all music genres, and we can cater to your music tastes and that of your guests. Call us today for a quote before your special day is booked up, and let ST Entertainment help make your event unforgettable for you and all of your guests. 870-262-7742. That's 870-262-7742. Call today.
Hey, I heard you were the 7th ranked DJ. Hey, well, okay. Sounds good, so Thompson, but now he's not here. He got kicked off this thing. So it's not near as funny. It's not near as good. But he is the 7th ranked DJ in Batesville, Arkansas on Yelp. I have that under good authority. Number 7. So, all right. So our next match, I believe. I don't know what I'm doing. This is I'm so scared. I'm so scared. But yeah, the 7th ranked DJ. And but yeah, I believe that our tag champs had an open challenge is the next. I'll be honest with you, I just now got it together when you came back on. I was struggling for the last minute without you. I was dead in the water, my friend.
What would you do without the actual host of the show?
Well, first off, I did let everybody know that you were the 7th ranked DJ on Yelp in Batesville, Arkansas, number 7.
Yeah, I'm actually the 5th.
Fifth, I didn't. I figured you'd be number 1, to be honest with you. But
there is a small market here in the Batesville area for DJs, and I respect that. No. But you are absolutely correct. We do have an open challenge laid out by the brand new WWE.
By the way, you are great. You do a great job with the music. You're a great DJ. If you're doing an event, hire this man. He will do a good job.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. But money better be in my account. I'm joking.
You earned 25 cents, so that's what you got. But yes, you're right. The brand new WWP Tag Team Champions laid out an open challenge for this upcoming show. I do have it on good authority that a challenge has been accepted. That's all I know. I don't know who accepted the challenge.
I know some things. I'm not at liberty to say, but some things have made it across my desk, Rooney, and I've perused them. And I tell you what,
you have yet to bring them by the acting commissioner.
Yet, it's acting.
But yet, I'm
acting like I care about you sometimes. Who knows? I don't know.
But anyways, we'll find out who the challengers are this Saturday night.
Yep.
But another match I literally just signed at the beginning of the show will be the brand new TNR WWP Northeast Arkansas Openweight Champion Casino will be taking on the brand new winner of the Pride Gauntlet Bowl in the Outsider for the Openweight Championship.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's gonna be a hard-hitting match. First off, hats off to Outsider for winning the Pride Gauntlet. Seriously, congratulations. You earned it. You did cheat Big Al. You hit him when he wasn't looking, but that's neither here nor there. And also, congrats to Casino on winning the Northeast Arkansas Openweight Champion, the only title that is carried between both companies. Casino, congratulations. But with being the champion, you've got to defend that belt. And now that the belt's back with someone in the TNR Wrestling with Pride locker rooms, that belt I'm sure will be defended a lot more often.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, you've got to give props to Tony Gunn.
The man went to war to win that belt.
Absolutely. And when he did it right there in Blytheville, defeated Casino in the finals and literally carried it all the way to OVW. And I'm not meaning to use this term loosely, but he put prestige on that championship.
Oh, no. I mean, when you look back in the annals of history, it's going to say Tony Gunn was that inaugural champion. And, you know, the man's OVW legend, Al's right-hand man. And you know what? What does that say about Casino that he was able to beat him and take that belt off of him?
Right.
So that is the type of competitor you had to beat to get that belt. So that is the lineage of that belt.
Absolutely. And I mean, I can't agree with you anymore on that. But these two gentlemen went to war that night, the night that me and you called that match. But they did it again in a war that was literally, it went all over the gym there in Leachville. I mean, broken tables. The ref could have called the match at any time, but he knew how much was on the line with this title.
No, and I think, go ahead, I interrupted you.
But I knew the ref saw that, so he let the match go as long as he could because he wanted a definitive winner, and Casino was able to walk away.
No, and kudos to that referee because obviously them two were all for it. I mean, you know them two. They're both veterans of the independent scene in Arkansas.
Right.
I mean, they had an Arkansas Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame. Them two probably both first ballot Hall of Famers. So,
well, now it's to the part where I know you've been messaging me throughout the whole entire show. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I can't wait.
Earlier this week, we had a business meeting. Me, you, and Ray to discuss a new commissioner. Now, granted, we had me, you, and Ray, we had a lot of points that we covered. Was it the outcome that some of us wanted? No.
Or was it?
Was it the outcome that obviously happened? Yeah. But whatever it is, you know what? Let's just do this.
Oh, fantastic. I can't wait.
Ray, the reason why I wanted to call you and talk with you like this is we got to figure out something that happened last month. Brad's got charges pending on him. Do you know me and you sat down? We had to suspend him. There's nothing. Our hands are tied.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Man, we've got to, like you said, you've talked, we have to have a commissioner starting July 7th because the card's already booked for July 6th. You know, the show's a go, but starting July 7th, we have to have a new commissioner. And that brings us here to today because of the situation that took place in June. What was it? June 8th was the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, June 8th. The situation that took place.
I mean,
and right now we're in a situation where, as of July 7th, we have to have a new commissioner. We have to have a commissioner, and if we don't take over now, we won't have one.
Right, and with July 6th, or like I said, we've already got the cards stacked. Everything's ready to go. But I feel like with me and you, we've got to have something or someone to take that pressure off of us a little bit.
Yeah. So that's why we're here today, and
Hang on. Colton's calling. Yeah. What? Hang on.
Yeah, I said bring me on right now. Right now. Guys,
Okay.
welcome. I'm happy we can have a meeting of ownership. As we know, we have to name a new commissioner after the felonious actions of Brad. Brad, if you're watching, tell your sister I said hello. Anyway, so
Colton, you're the ones who put his hands on him first, so and your guy, we're having to have this meeting.
Listen, I don't know if you know this. Back in 1988, I went to chiropractor school. He had bad posture. I was trying to straighten him up. Honestly, I sent him a bill for money for the adjustment. And anyway, he decided to punch Stephen Parks, the dad bod god, the skull at King Stephen Parks, and now he has charges pending. And but anyway, neither here nor there. He was justifiably suspended, in my opinion. So, you know what? Like you said, July the 7th, we need to name a new commissioner. I would like to go ahead and kick off the nominations by nominating myself, the GOAT, Colton Cash.
Of course you would.
Well, why not? Who better to have in charge than myself? Someone fair and biased.
I got somebody.
Okay. I'm sure Fluffy there would do a fine job, but Fluffy's not very fluffy. You know, Thompson, who would you like? Go ahead,
Brad. Let's bring Brad back in.
I would love to, but unfortunately, the man has charges pending, and you know, I'm hoping between me and some of his family members, we can work out a resolution that does not require the legal system. So, with that being said, Raymond, how's your vote? We've got unsuspend Brad, and we've got the GOAT Colton Cash for commissioner. So it looks like the ball's in your proverbial court, my friend.
Right, do the right thing.
My vote for commissioner is Colton Cash.
What?
Thank you. And with that,
hold up, Colton. Hold up.
Yeah.
Why in the hell were you going to pick him, Gray? Why?
You know, 99.9% of the time, I would vote to go commissioner, or I would nominate, you know, somebody that I know would never get the vote. But at this point in time, I've got to do what's right. I've got to do what's right for my family. Because, Colton, you know the only reason that I voted for you is because if I did, you dropped the charges against Brad.
You know what? Unfortunately, there was a meeting that happened at Cash Industries. NDAs were signed. But I would tread lightly, Mr. Ivy.
I'll tread lightly here, but I promise you, from this moment on, I'm going to make your life a living hell.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for our anniversary show, which I believe will be the dawn of a new era. So can't wait. And DJ, take it away, my friend.
Unfortunately, it's a 2-1 vote. I guess you're the commissioner.
Fantastic.